find natural formulas and nutrition that's for visible health guaranteed, and that
Hello, everybody. Can I hear? Realize that may have been a tad loud. Oh well. Them's the breaks. Okay, so today we are going to be. Just gonna get rid of that completely. Today we are starting something completely new. We're playing Pillars of Eternity. This game has been in production for quite a long time.
You kickstarted it.
Yes, we were part of the Kickstarter for this particular game. I was following it. I was actually following it pretty intensely there for a while until they kind of stopped. And then I was like, okay, well, let's do this. So it's out, and we're here, and I was going to play, and awesome. So I've already gone through the character creator because, well, it took me forever, and I figured it would. So that is what happened. I just took a screenshot. Oh, good God. Every time I switch that, it's going to go to a screenshot. Okay, let's do this. I'm just going to make sure that this is set to the right thing because, good God. I'll have to remember to change that at some point. Otherwise, my Steam is going to be full of screenshots from different points in the game. So my character is a human fighter from the plains. The rest of him, I don't remember. I'm sure it's in my bio. Awesome. Here we go. The caravan master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you are planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods toward a looming black mess on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who would be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last the caravan master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Sparful nods and slides the worn bow over his shoulder. Where should I find these
They
berries?
grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
What are these huge rocks coming up from the
They don't
ground?
got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
What are those
Nothing
ruins?
you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear.
Oh. Your character's attributes, skills, class, race, culture, and sex may open up other options in dialogue. They're not necessarily superior to the other responses, but give you a wider variety of choices to select from. The manner in some responds, your choices depend on the individual personality and attitude. Who did build
Got
the
different
ruins?
names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to
Ingwithans.
stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
Is it dangerous?
Not if you hurry about your business. And not if the weather holds up.
Why? What kind of
This
weather do
time
you
of
get?
year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a Beowick, born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never cared to.
Let's go get some berries.
Hold on, take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
He scans over the travelers, resting his eyes on length on a sturdy, armor-clad woman who has spent the journey's night sleeping on uneven ground without a blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
The woman looks up on her own time.
He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her, you're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything.
He casts a sidelong glance at her. Oh, and I paid too well.
Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Bewick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
I will watch these windows, yes. It looks like they have important things to tell me. Your party always consists of your character and up to 5 additional companions or adventurers. While the caravan is camped outside Glenfathan ruins, Odina has assigned Kalissa to help you. Kalissa is a fighter, a class that excels at close quarters defense. Use her abilities. Okay.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
No problem.
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
You see a man wearing simple but mostly neat clothes. He is transfixed, however, by a ragged tear in the seam of his tunic.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
He scratches one cheek with his knuckle. It's covered with uneven stubble, as if he hasn't gotten quite used to not shaving on the road.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Who are you?
I'm a trader, originally from the Adir Empire, but I've been trying to establish new business out here. Life on the road has brought some unexpected challenges, to be sure. And I'm sure you've noticed how prickly the locals can be. But we're here to make the most of things, right?
With an outlook like that, I'm sure you'll do well. Ex-Titan Rider, how's it going? You now have 1 rank in disposition reputation. These reputations represent how people perceive you and your personality throughout the world. Even seemingly nasty reputations will be favored by some people, and benign reputations often bring out the worst in certain people. No disposition is inherently good or bad, but if your main character is a priest or paladin, you must be careful not to misalign their dispositions with what is favored by their deity and order. Oh. Well, good thing I'm not a paladin. I'm doing good, Titan Rider. I am just learning this game.
Something else you need? Looks like we're settled for the night.
Tell me of the Adir Empire.
It's not as big as it used to be, but it's still
You've never heard
big.
of this game?
The mainland is a continent northwest of here, but the colonies used to include Raed Ceres and the Deerwood. About 150 years ago, Deerwood won its independence from the Empire. A fact our companions are quick to remind me of.
Well, this game is very, very similar. Yes, it just came out today. It's been in production for what, 2 years? 2.5 years? Can never remember. I almost thought it was 3. And it is very, very similar to Baldur's Gate and like Dungeons and Dragons type of games. You don't really play PC though? Oh, okay. See, this is like strictly PC. But it's like pretty much like a reimagining of the Baldur's Gate style games, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, it was funded on Kickstarter, and people really wanted it. Let's see. Why'd you move all the way out here?
Because it seemed friendlier than Raid Ceres? My brothers took over the family mercantile business a few years ago, and there wasn't enough for me to do back home. I moved out to try and expand.
Hmm. Fair enough. Let's see what you've got. Stores allow you to trade for copper. Okay. Merchants buy items from you at a greatly reduced price. If you sell something, you might see it appear in the store's inventory with a much higher cost. Yeah. Isn't that always the way? Okay, so I currently have a cloak, a ring. This reminds me of Diablo 2. See, Diablo 2 and the Diablo games are like derived from that. So it's very similar. The only difference is that this is completely turn-based, whereas Diablo is more action-oriented. Although I'm pretty sure you could pause Diablo when you did that, so I think you could play it in turn-based. Is there a way to see what you have equipped first? Yes. Okay. So I currently have a spear and a shield. She has an axe and a torch. Ooh. Well, I'm gonna wear that. Right click for details. Grants Gon's Pledge. Grants the ability to shield the wearer from a myriad of perils that plague the world of Yora. Okay. Fair enough. You can change your armor color at any point? Oh my god. That's amazing. Okay.
Something else you need?
What have you got in the way of armor? Anything? Al Pacino 33 is dead. Hey, it got hacked, really. And you had to make a new your garbage at name suit. Yeah, I see that. I saw the notification. I was like, oh, I think I know what happened. I didn't realize it got hacked though. Ouch. That sucks.
Something else you need?
Yeah, I'm not very creative when it comes to new names either. Well, I've already got a bunch of stuff, I guess I don't really need any of that. Cloaks. Potions. Minor regeneration. I do play Fallout New Vegas, yes. And it has been what I've been playing for the past, month, I think. Yeah, I've been playing it for a while. I'm taking a break for a little bit, to do this. Because I've been super excited for it, so... Wait, I don't have any money for that. Alright. No money. We're good then. Okay. Alright.
Got it.
These guys are mostly just repairing stuff. Guess those are the ruins they were talking about. So let's go this way. Exploring. Reminds me when I used to play Ultima all the time. Well, all the different Ultima games. Ah. I mean, it's kind of like Diablo in the sense that, you know, it's... Yeah. You know what? I have to turn off a setting here. Actually, let me save my game. Because... Hells yes. And I gotta change the setting. We need... Yep, there we go. Normally I'd let the mouse go between both monitors, but in this case you need to have it within the two, because otherwise I can't scroll to the left. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of... I mean, Diablo and those games were based off of these type of games originally, so... Burned Lady. Okay. Don't think that's what I needed, but...
Let's check by those outcroppings.
There is a dead cow. Okay, Pillars of Eternity uses combat in a possible real-time system. Because you're going to be managing more than one character, yes. I mean, real-time orders. Okay. Company of Heroes? I've heard of it, but I never played it. Young Wolf.
Huh?
X-Titan, thanks for the follow. Oh. They'll have 4 primary defenses against attacks: deflection, fortitude, reflex, and will. They're all based on their attributes. If accuracy is below the targeted defense, the attack suffers a penalty to roll and is more likely to result in a miss. If accuracy is above the targeted defense, the attack is more likely to result in a crit. We have to overcome the target's damage reduction, which obviously is how much it defends. So right now, its damage reduction is 4. Okay, so they can block certain types of things. It's worth it they play epic music against an easy opponent. Yeah. It's usually the way, though. Okay, and now we can loot the body for Wolfhide. Wait, so you can take all... Oh, you can either give it to a certain person or you can just take it or put it in your stash. Okay. Cool.
This is it.
As you receive quests, your journey will update. You look like you've seen your share of action. What did you do before you came out here? Well, I'm a... Used to go on adventures and expeditions, whatever paid. Yeah? How is it you happen to come by here? Got into a bar fight with someone with the spare time and resources to punish me for the rest of my life? Well, we've all got things we'd like to leave behind. Gods know I do. I'll tell you that. Here's hoping they never track us down. Kaliska breathes in the surroundings. Been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Raedric's offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You here to settle like the rest of the lot? Hadn't given it much thought. No harm in that. Might as well see the place first. So you must have come some other plan in mind for coming this way. Just looking for some adventure, really? You should hook up with an expedition. Some of the bigger towns send regular groups out to unexplored places, as long as you don't mind a little danger. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Odema's gonna give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Why are you here? My sister moved out here some time back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried, but that's how she always is. This time, though, she asked me to come out, and that's got me a little worried. I haven't been here in ages. Oh, haven't seen her in ages. Been doing guide work in... Oh, God. Ixmatl? Ixamil. But I'll do anything for her. She's, well, a much better woman than me, so I'll be here. We'll see. I've worked with him before. He doesn't usually drive a route this way for me. What can you tell me about Dyrwood? Not much for history, but from what I know, it used to be part of the Aedir Empire. Broke off after a war some years back. The locals here are feisty and have... Oh, and that's how they like it. Feisty. Been out of touch, but I've been hearing weird things coming... Wow. Just gonna take a quick little sip of the El Haste potion here. Oh, God. She's gonna ask her sister. Stuff has gotten worse. That's it. Just let's put it that way. I've got simple needs. I like open skies and far horizons. I find work that lets me live that way. My family wanders too. We started in Dyrwood, but my parents ended up in the Living Lands. I've got a brother in Rada. Wow. I'm gonna have to learn all these names. Rautai, and another in Aedir. My sister in Gilded Vale. She's the only real homebody. Wow, they're all over the place. Let's get back to camp. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath for that Sparfell's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like, when he feels like it. We should check up on him first. Slap him around a little. Yeah, no problem, X-Titan. Have a good night. Or a good day, depending on where you are. Stream's just down that way. Come on, let's get you some water.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Why did it... Hold on. Oh, I see. This path winds
shouldn't
through a
stray
narrow
too far.
canyon back to the way you came. Grooves in the road mark the passage of hundreds of caravans. Okay. Oh, there's bodies. Travelers, maybe, or looters, or bandits. Bad sign of it, anyway. Corpses. Corpse is cold to the touch, and ripe smell wafts from its putrid waves. A dark crusted bloodstain besmirches its simple linen clothing. Lockpicks and leather armor.
What a surprise. Sparfle went hunting.
You crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cool water while Kaliska awaits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look up sharply towards the tree line. Out of the trees emerges Sparfle, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there's a strangeness to his gait, a spastic wobble in the ordinary deft stride as he moves towards you with labored breath.
Sparfle? Are you alright?
Sparfle's toe catches on a rock and he collapses forward in a heap, the feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag.
Ambush!
Oh, shit. Okay.
What you need? Come on, we have to get back to camp.
Got it. Yeah? Sure.
Oh no, everyone's dead.
Got it. Yeah? After them!
I don't know.
Sure.
All around you lie the massacred remains of other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy on the blood-damp earth. Kaliska puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away the horror like a poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stand above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from the bodies as if half-split logs that they prepared to add you to the sprawling pile beneath them. One of them, towering and severe, with thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognize as Heoden, the last of your caravan left standing. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. Ooh. Let's try to use lore and be diplomatic. The ruin has not been sullied by our hands, men of Glenfath. Your words carry no weight when I have seen the truth with my own eyes. Blood must be paid for this intrusion. So I say again, lay down your arms. Your courage is a mask. None of you has yet slain a true warrior. The man's brow creases, questioning. We have killed many trespassers like you. Your kills are sloppy. The wounds on these people are inefficient and off target. This is the work of untested men accustomed to carelessness. The man bares his teeth. He looks at Heoden helpless, his eyes shut tightly for the killing blow. The man spits. We'll see whose courage is a mask. He shoves Heoden towards you. As he does so, the man rakes his blade against Heoden's torso. He screams and tumbles forward, a wide gash in his clothing beginning to bloom crimson. The man sets his feet to engage you, his axe raised high. Oh, shit. I see. He has bruised ribs. But now he's part of my team.
How can I help?
Hmm?
What you need? What you need?
Got it.
Oh. Your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companions now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks at you, but not the sky above. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choking sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good, good, the gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, appending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to sleep, to seep beneath your skin like a jetty beginning to succumb to the earth's surge of a great wave, and where it pierces you, it feels as though it's rending you apart from within. Caravan Master Odema, seated against a wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom slashed across his chest and bowel. Odema's body stirs, and with a great effort he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Straining against the gale that threatens to pull you off your feet with every step, you set your hands in the worn folds of a weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. The last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto the ledge. Hayden trails behind, slow and injured by and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers who had been feigning death lunges for Hayden and topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Hayden lashes out against the fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you, despite the wind. From your position, if you were to throw your weapon at the attacker, you would have a good chance at hitting your mark. Well, I can't do number 2, so... Your aim is true, and it hits, and the hit jars Hayden loose. Lurching to his feet, Hayden clambers up the base of the rocks as he nears the top. However, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it, securing his other hand. You pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Hayden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There is a deep resonance in the swelling wind now. You feel it on the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. Whoa. It's pretty intense.
Was
And
that?
now we're trapped.
Buick. Had to be.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
Hmm.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside. Can you walk?
He nods.
Yeah?
Escape the ruins.
Sure.
A lower level of the ruins has been blocked off by fallen rope. So I did actually lose my weapon when I threw it. That was silly of me. Now I have no weapon.
You're too used to playing Dead Island.
It's true. Okay, well I'm gonna take her torch temporarily. I'll at least give him a weapon for now. Until I find something better.
That should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
What happened out there? She shakes her head. Windstorm, of a kind they only get in Galafath. Not too many people live through them. It's hard to know what's true. Galafath's word is Biawak. To them, it's the gods' way of reaping the souls of the land that couldn't find their way out. But they'll take a living soul as soon as a dead one. Still got yours? Who attacked us? Those would be the hut dwellers Odema warned you about. Look to the fangs of Galawain, who would be the twitchiest of the lot. They go to ruin, looking for fights with colonists. Per Odema, I think he half expected this. Once we lost the main road. They said we trespassed in their ruins. I don't believe that. Odema would never allow it, but as much as the fangs are hotheads, Glenfathans don't attack without being provoked. Either they saw something and got the wrong idea, or... She glances down at the passage beyond. Or there's looters in here with us. That's not something we really need right now. What about everyone in the caravan? The wheels got a hold of them now. Gods grant them better luck in their next lives. Yes, let's get going. Hayden takes a step forward and his knee buckles, and before anyone can catch him, he stumbles to the ground, his cheeks striking the time-worn cobble. On unsteady legs, he claws his way up the wall and back to his feet, but his stance is shaky, like a sailor on land after a time at sea.
Could we maybe stay here and rest a few hours? I've lost some blood. It seems quiet off to the left. Might be a place to rest there.
Okay, so you get camping supplies.
I hate to say this, but we can't afford to stay put. Those Glonfathans were riled about something. Could be we got company in here. Looters will be armed and ready to kill, and there's probably a lot of them. We can't be caught sleeping in their beds.
Please, I just need to lie down for a while. Then we can move as fast as you want.
Maybe you didn't hear me. We are gonna die in here if we don't get moving and get this place figured out before the looters come back. We've either got to find the exit or a damn good place to hide.
Yes, let us be benevolent and let him rest. We've got to take the risk and let him rest. We need all three of us at full strength.
This'll be the end of us. No offense, but there's people out there I'd much rather die for.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sure.
Wonder who was here. See if they left anything useful behind.
Ooh, a mace. Hammer and chisel. Cabin's glass. Torch. Shield. I see. Okay. Camping will use one set of camping supplies. Do you want to camp here? Yes. One of your characters has become fatigued. Fatigue represents the physical and psychological wear and tear of demanding activity on the character. It builds up over time as characters travel, explore, and especially when they engage in combat. Some scripted interactions will also result in fatigue if they are especially grueling. The athletic skill automatically slows the onset of fatigue from any source.
By the gods, that's better. I think I'm ready to find a way out.
He sets up quickly and looks around the chamber. She really did leave us. She won't get far unless... He crawls to his knees and begins rummaging through the equipment without more in desperation.
Damn her. She took all our water.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. Let's go.
No problem.
They'll never know I'm here.
Scouting mode is both used for stealth and finding hidden objects, like traps and secret containers. While scouting, your character's selection circles will start to fill with yellow when a character is starting to detect them. Once a circle fills, the character is suspicious and will move to investigate. while the circle fills red. If the circle becomes fully red, your characters have been discovered. Oh. Finding traps is based on mechanics. Okay.
Yeah?
But here's what we're gonna do. Oh wait, you're not bad.
Be quiet.
A trembling, sickly creature emerges from the dark, clutching a spear. Knobbly elbows and thin ribs show you through its scaly flesh. But you recognize it as a Sarip. It watches you cautiously, breathing in ragged sighs. Raise your arms and stand still, or... Let's be benevolent. It's okay, I won't hurt you. The Zorit recoils, fingers still wrapped around its spear. The creature cocks its head and approaches you, a soft clicking emanating from the back of its throat. It sniffs you and finds nothing of interest and steps back and resumes its defensive posture. The creature cocks its head and approaches. Oh, it's still clicking. We're gonna slowly back away.
No problem. Sure.
Look at the tiles. What are those symbols?
Interesting. That's what they are. Ooh, stuff. Gem that leads to a hidden treasure. Cool. I will take it. Ooh, a Skulder whelp.
Yeah? No problem.
Meat and an ear. Ew. And a hatchet.
Take a look at the wall. Think we could get through?
Possibly. A crack runs along the wall, floor to ceiling. A light gust of air passes through. We shall use the hammer and chisel. The cracks lengthen and widen with your efforts, but the process is more taxing than you expected. Sweat beads your forehead and muscles begin to ache. With one final tap, you several blocks of the stone shift, then tumble loose, clearing a gap just wide enough to pass through.
Yeah?
Should save.
No problem.
I could scout ahead, see what's around the corner. I'll be quiet.
Hmm.
Yeah!
Ow. Oh, I don't know if anyone else could hear that, but my stomach just made a very terrible noise. Oh, that is not good.
How can I help?
Yeah? No problem.
Do you feel that? There's a draft coming through that wall. I don't hear any sign of that storm either.
After them! Yeah? Got it. Yeah? No problem.
Poor Kalisha.
Oh. Yep, that killed me. Or no, it didn't. It just really hurt me. But he's... The party has died. Which is fine, because I had just saved. Okay, so we gotta go all the way around then, and then try to get to that thing without activating it.
Got it.
Was that?
Wait a minute.
A Buick.
Then we're lucky.
Can I not load my game from... This one. I think I have a beast living inside me. Oh my god.
Yeah?
That is not a good feeling. Okay, let's go back here.
Poor Kalisha.
No.
Sure.
How can I help?
Okay. Ha! Kaliska actually died. Hilarious. Well, sucks to be her.
Be quiet.
Sure.
That roundish symbol. I'm pretty sure I saw it on one of the tiles back there.
Hmm. Oh. If I equip a torch. Nice. Cool.
Sure.
How can I help?
Sure.
Oh. A lesser black ooze.
Yeah?
How can I help?
Ooze plasma. Viscous and oily, it as much clings to anything it touches. Poleaxe. Two-handed slow. Battle axe.
What's that muck on the wall?
A viscous slick of something dark and tar-like runs down this wall. The shapes and bulges in the ooze suggest that something lies beneath it, but you can't tell what. Yes. You rinse the ooze away, revealing an intricate relief of a man's face. The sunburst surrounding it has chipped away in places, but the details of its head, from the tight curls of hair to the ridges of his pointy ears, still showcase remarkable craftsmanship. One eye socket is empty, a gem fills the other. Ooh, place the gem in the eye socket. The chamber begins to rumble, stray rocks dancing across the tile floor. Finally, a large section of the wall gives way. Is this better than the Mesa? Oh, it's about the same. Ooh, DR reduction. That is pretty good, actually. Okay.
How can I help?
No problem.
Ooh, stuff. Amethyst. Some Adra. And a cloak.
Yeah? No problem.
I could scout ahead, see what's around the corner.
Yeah?
Oops. I accidentally cast it on myself.
No problem. Yeah? No problem.
How can I help?
Huh? useless! No
I
problem.
forgot there was friendly fire. I thought I was targeting the one guy, but instead I targeted myself, and then, yeah. Bad things happened.
Do you feel that? There's a draft coming through that wall. I don't hear any sign of that storm either. How can I help?
Yeah? No problem.
Hmm. Whoa. Just cut its head off.
No problem. Yeah?
Bats as large as chickens are strung up in the web.
No problem.
Those are some big bats.
Wait, bats are chickens.
Bats as large as chickens.
Oh, okay. I just picture chickens stuck in spider webs. Those would be some
You
big
would.
spiders.
Jasper Gates. Okay. Bloodstone and a rapier. Fast one-handed weapon. That's probably good for you. Okay. Dude has like a ton of daggers. Now I have a helmet. Oh, oh, oh. Hmm. Okay, so we've got medium armor, light armor. Hmm. Dude. Oh, neat.
Yeah?
Hmm.
Huh?
Okay, I'm gonna take a quick bio break and I'll be right back.
Sure.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book. Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth, and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
Don't get far like this. My eyes are peeled. Time for a nap. Huh? Yeah? No problem. Huh? No problem. After them! After them!
Is that better? Can you hear me now? That's weird. Ah, I hit the button. Always with a button. But yes, I am in the Vale right now. Trying to get to the town, I would assume, but yeah. Oh yeah.